So let me guess, you bought your iPhone less than a year ago, and to your surprise, your battery drops from 100% capacity to 89. Wow, who would have seen that coming? Well, ain't this about literally every iPhone user has one particular fear: battery life degrading. And after the release of the iPhone 14 Pros and Pro Max, I won't really call it 14 and 14 Plus because to me they are more of extensions of the 13. Yeah, because they have the 13 inch chip, display, and internals. So like I would say people had bad experiences with the iPhone battery. Yeah, most of them reported around 89% in less than a year. That's using the 14 Pro, 14 Pro Max. Yeah, many people on Twitter have the same issues. So like I actually wanted to throw some light on like the general concept of preserving your iPhone's battery, because like people mix it up, but you're wrong. Yeah, have you ever considered the possibility that this is all your fault? Yeah, you see, when you're dealing with iPhone batteries or batteries in general, yeah, there's something you need to know. One, they are made of lithium usually, at least till something better comes out to take over. And also they are electrochemical cells. Basically they have their electrodes and electrolytes. That's how the reaction of charging and discharging occurs. It's like reversible. So when you discharge, it's in one end, and when you charge it, you reverse it back to the other end. Basically that. So you see, this applies to both your MacBook and your iPhone. Yeah, let me talk about the Mac because it also involves battery health. It's also something that is a concern to many people. How far will my battery health go in like a year? You get. Now we are dealing with an iPhone battery or an Apple battery. You need to be very careful because like most times when the damage happens, you can't really go back. Yeah, it happens. Even if the battery improves, the health in settings shows as it is. It doesn't go back up. So you see, like people make this mistake of buying stuff with batteries, but then treating them like they don't have batteries. Now let me talk about the Mac. You buy a MacBook with a battery, but then you plug it 24/7, but like in some kind of desktop, and you think the MacBook or the MacBook's battery won't adjust to living like a desktop. Obviously it would. That's why it will be more dependent on external power. And after a while, you notice you unplug it, it doesn't even last up to like 3 hours, even on Apple Silicon, or 4 hours, and it will show like low battery warning or something. So like what I'm saying in essence is that treat batteries like batteries. Do not treat them like desktops. Yeah. And I'm telling you, like, there's an app I use to monitor my battery's performance on my Mac. That's called Coconut Battery. It's on Mac only. So I had this trend of my battery degrading, but then when I started following the practice of charging my MacBook, as soon as it reaches 100, I unplug it. Or I even better, so like charge it between 20 and 90%. And then you unplug it and allow it to discharge. You use it like a normal MacBook with a battery. Use it, allow it to discharge, and then you charge it back. And you still charge it between like 20 and let's say 90. Yeah, because 90 is a safer point. I would have said 100. Only use 100 if you are sure you'll be there to take it off the charger as soon as it clocks 100. But if you aren't sure, once you see it at 90 something or 90, you can unplug it. Yeah, it should be perfectly fine. Now that's it for the MacBooks. I'm sure like this is self-explanatory. Obviously you know what to do at this point. Stop using it like a desktop. It's not a desktop. Now we are dealing with the iPhones. That one is more complicated because that's where like temperature and other effects come. Yeah, first of all, the same thing goes. Keep charging it between 20 and 90%. You will notice a significant like longer lasting time for your battery. Yeah, and then avoid charging it when temperatures are high. Yeah, I know the phone has an inbuilt mechanism to tell you temperature is too hot, it's not going to charge, or charging is paused due to high temperatures, but make your own personal efforts. Like when you see temperature is high, do not charge it at that point. Discharge it and keep it for at least 5 minutes and let it like normalize back to like room temperature. There is no point charging it because that's going to lead to irreversible damage of the battery. Charging with temperature, trust me, you do not want to do that. I mean, like, it happened once to me that the temperature was high and I wirelessly charged it, and then you know what happened? My battery health dropped that day. Like, it dropped by 1% just that evening. Yeah, it was so like consequential that it had to just drop. And that was just wireless charging. It wasn't even like 20 watts fast charging, you get. So basically, in essence, avoid charging your phone under high temperatures. You can use it, but then don't charge it. And also avoid letting it overcharge overnight. No, that's how you have fast charging. Fast charging should let you just know that within an hour and a half your phone has charged reasonably. Yeah, I mean, if I plug an iPhone 14 Pro Max with its 20-watt charger and I give it an hour and a half, it should almost be at 100. So like, you can just unplug it or go to sleep. Yeah, the difference is between charging it for a time that you can watch it and leaving it overnight is negligible. Highest, you just gain like extra 15%, and trust me, in the long run, when your battery begins to pay for it, it's not even going to be worth it. Yeah, so that's it for the phones. I hope it actually passed on info across, and you can ask me anything you find unclear about iPhone batteries, and I'm always here to answer. Now, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if this was a helpful video, and like the video, turn on post notifications for future updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, Haadi out.